Stop Hate UK is an Orwellian, authoritarian organization dedicated to stomping out free speech in Great Britain. My name is Brandon Wright. I'm a conservative activist and supporter of the deportation effort. I believe in mass deportations. Stop Hate UK would probably consider me a far-right extremist because I disagree with policies such as this. British justice, immigrant who blanked a 13-year-old girl in the UK was allowed to walk free because he didn't know blank was illegal. But posting an anti-immigrant opinion on social media can lead to over a year in prison. Muslim abuser who didn't know that blank with a girl at 13 years old was illegal is spared jail. Twitter user is jailed for 18 months for 2 anti-immigration tweets made after Christmas market car attack that were viewed just 33 times. Here's the Orwellian, authoritarian Stop Hate UK. I'm pretty sure this site is affiliated with the British government, which makes perfect sense since Keir Starmer is a Stalinist communist who has single-handedly, or with the help of labor, destroyed free speech in Great Britain. Well, the Tories helped that out as well, just like the immigration crisis. So let's check out Stop Hate UK. Stop hate. Start here. What is the difference between online hate and free speech? I'm just saying what I think. I have a right to free speech. Okay, these are common responses when people are challenged about some of the things they say, but this is a complex area. No, it's not complex. It's quite simple, actually. Human beings have the right to express themselves. Human beings have the right to say what's on their mind without being threatened with violence or arrest. It is the most fundamental of human rights. And these human right campaigners surely should be campaigning on this most fundamental of human rights, but they don't. They actively campaign against it. That's how you know these people are frauds. Anyways, when it comes to online hate, in order to strike a balance with freedom of speech, there is no such thing as freedom of speech in Europe. There is a high threshold for evidence to prosecute grossly offensive, obscene, or malicious communications. No, there's not. That's the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard. In the UK, free speech means the right to seek, receive, and share information and ideas with others. But this freedom must be used responsibly and can be restricted when considered grossly offensive or seen as threatening or encouraging hateful activity. While actually, the right to share information was severely impeded with the grooming scandal, where people were actively punished for trying to share the information or tag as a right-wing extremist like Tommy Robinson, when all they were saying was, what is going on with 84% of these grooming gang suspects being Pakistani, while the Pakistanis only make up 2.7% of the British population? Even sharing that information was quite a cause for controversy. But yeah, and anything that can be considered grossly offensive or seen as threatening or encouraging hateful activity. So in a lot of instances, just sharing in statistics can be seen as encouraging hateful activity. Hate speech, particularly online, often describes those targeted as being the other, in opposition to the author's group, and even dehumanizes them. Hate speech perpetrators often see the other as enemies and the sole cause of problems in society. While there are surely group dynamics in crime trends, that's a sociological reality, not theory, and it's not hateful to admit so. This is insane. All internet platforms can be places where people post hateful content, whether it's words, videos, photos, or memes, and cause great harm. It is up to all of us to consider our own online content and make sure we are not crossing the line from free speech to hate speech. So, whether it's words, videos, photos, or memes, and cause great harm. So the memes that we share in America, oh, they'll get you jail time in Great Britain. They'll literally come to your house and you will get sentenced to prison while they allow foreign offenders to walk free who target English children. Remember, if something targets a group or person because of an aspect of their identity, it is hate speech. So, me saying I think the Pakistanis have quite a bad habit of assaulting children, that is hate speech. Because I said something that is specific to a specific demographic, that is hate speech in Great Britain. If I say I want them deported, I don't want them in this country, that is hate speech in Great Britain. Here are some examples of online hate prosecuted. 20 months in prison, 12 weeks in prison, 4 years in prison. Yeah, these are people that were sentenced to prison for saying mean tweets. And other things. 2017, Paul Heppenstall was found guilty of racially aggravated malicious communications after posting threatening or abusive videos targeting members of Pakistani and Muslim communities. He was given a 20-month sentence in prison and given a 5-year restraining order preventing him from deleting his internet history. All internet platforms can be places where people post hateful content, whether it's words, videos, photos, or memes, and cause great harm. It is up to all of us to consider our own online content and make sure we are not crossing the line from free speech to hate speech. Free speech, sharing of opinion through open discussion, a way to exchange, teach, learn, and challenge each other's perspectives, debates, conversations, education, criticism, sharing of experiences. Yeah, unless your experience is being attacked by a migrant, or your experience is being M-word as a child by a groomer from Pakistan. Hate speech, targeting of particular groups with malicious intentions, insults about individual identity, racism, sexism, homophobia, biphobia, transphobia, disableist, xenophobia, Islamophobia, anti-Semitic. That's quite a wide array of restricted speech, and I'm sure it will grow in the future. Let's check out Stop Hate's official website. Challenging hate, supporting people, and empowering communities. We provide a free, independent, 24/7 hate crime reporting helpline, a snitch line, specialist training and education consultancy, and innovative solutions to challenge hate in society. So this is all about a snitch line. This is literally turning into like the Stasi of East Germany. So you're going to have people informing on each other. I mean, that you're not going to. It's already happening. So these people are actively encouraging people to inform upon their family members, neighbors, and partners, their fellow community members. These people want you to snitch on your brother. Report hate crime. Report now and receive emotional support, access advocacy, and specialist resources, and ensure your safety, well-being, and justice. Report now. Our services, helpline services, training and education, research and consultancy. Our impact, 6,500 people helped snitches 2024. 8,000 training and consultancy delivered. So that's how they can spread their cancerous poison throughout the community. Start Safe, Stay Safe app. Stop UK developed this innovative app to tackle the prevalence of harassment and incidents on our streets and public spaces. Our independent and confidential 24 hours street harassment reporting app provides direct route to Stop Hate line. Easy to report quickly and safely. Receive specialist support. Upload image and audio evidence. You can fund the app to be developed for your area. Some of the current areas include London Borough of Walton Forest, City of Manchester, and York in North Yorkshire. This is what the left is, guys. They're not only violent politically, but they're little snitches. So they're the worst of both areas. Really disgusted. I mean, they're literally like the Stasi. They're like the Gestapo. They're the Cheka. They're the NKVD. And don't forget, guys, if you like true information without the bias of the mainstream media, make sure you follow me or like this video.